that I saw in the chat. Okay,
We're good
creepy
to
robot.
go.
Every She's told me it is time to go. Okay, so welcome to your team builder / team leader pod. So those are rankings among the road to elite for Beachbody purposes. If you aren't familiar with those terms, don't stress too much about them. Really, they're just a byproduct of what we're going to talk about. So the purpose of being in this pod is that over the next 7 months that we have remaining in this year, you want to grow your income, you want to grow your business foundation, and you want to move forward from wherever you are right now. So in this pod, we have people that are brand new coaches that maybe aren't even enrolled yet. In this pod, we may have coaches that are as high up as already being a paid diamond, but maybe they don't have working solid coaches underneath. So everybody in this pod has the same goal over the next 7 months to heavily focus on creating a team that is also working. So not just a team of discount coaches or happy customers, maybe even they're on Team VIP, but they're not consistently hitting Success Club. We consider those still customers. They could be strong, awesome, loyal customers, but until you're really consistently hitting Success Club, you're not yet at that business level, which is okay. But the purpose of this pod is that we want to collectively be finding those new teammates. And we're going to kind of walk through, what do the next 7 months look like? What does it mean to shoot for team builder? What does it mean to shoot for team leader? And again, those are byproducts of the actions we're going to ask you to take. And if you know Raquel and I, we are really great at ideas and we are really bad at follow through, unless it's super simple, which we know happens a lot in this group. The simplifying social media call that we did, the content we created for that, is because I know there's a lot of busy women in here that are just like us and that you want to be successful, but also life. You've got a job, you've got kids, you've got things happening. And so really taking it back a step and we're going to keep it so basic and so simple, because it doesn't really matter if you have all the training in the world and all the tools and all the things in front of you, but you don't have time to use them, or you easily get overwhelmed and find yourself paralyzed doing nothing. It doesn't actually do you any good. So we're going to really focus on very basic things until you reach that next level in your business, because then you don't need to worry about things beyond until you reach super solid diamond with at least 2 to 3 coaches consistently hitting Success Club on your team. That is the goal for every single person in this pod from here through the end of the year. Okay, go Raquel.
Okay, so just first things first, whether you said you wanted to end the year as a team builder diamond or a team leader, a 1-star diamond, I want to break it down for you so you know exactly what that looks like. So the first rank is the team builder diamond. So we can give you a picture of what a diamond looks like, but it's basically 4 coaches on each leg, 1 emerald on the right, 1 emerald on the left. That's it. That truly is the baseline level for what I would consider somebody who's actively building a business. Until you really get to that level, you're not really able to maximize the income potential in this business. So that's what that looks like. We'll be helping you along the way. Team builder, you also need to be adding at least 1 emerald, which if you go to diamond, that'll happen. And then you need to have at least 1 coach hitting Success Club with you in order to achieve that rank. So again, one thing we want you to think about when you're like, well, I don't know how to add coaches to my team. I don't know how to even add somebody who might want to work the business with me. We're going to reverse engineer that for you. But what that looks like is bringing in more customers to your groups, leading bomb challenge groups, and getting those customers great results where they become Beachbody lifers, where they love the programs, they love the products, and they get such great results, they can't help but want to turn around and share that with other people. Because truly, the best coaches in this business are people who came in as customers, realized, wow, I feel better, I look better, this has completely changed my life. I do want to share it. Or more importantly, other people are like, what are you doing? I can see a difference in you. I can see a difference in how you look. I can see a difference in your energy. So that comes first by bringing more people into your group, but then you as a coach showing up and leading great groups and helping those people get customers. Now, I will tell you, it kind of is a numbers game, because if you're not hitting Success Club, like Jessica said, and you're only bringing 1 person in, 2 people in a month, you have a very small pool of people to really have the opportunity to then show the business opportunity. So we encourage you, this is again a pod that's going to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but that's where the growth comes from. We want to encourage you to set a goal for Success Club 10. That means helping 5 new people. That's the goal, because when you bring in 5 new people, you put them in your group, you help them get great results, you help them become Beachbody lifers. Now you have 5 potentials that could potentially want to grow this business with you or sign up as a coach. So that's really what we want to do there, is make sure that you are filling up your groups and helping them get great results. So that's team builder. Now the next rank up is team leader. If your goal is team builder, we're going to start there. Team leader is diamond and adding another diamond so that you are 1-star diamond. And again, it's hitting Success Club 10 and having at least 2 coaches that are hitting Success Club with you. But it's the same thing, no matter where you are in rank, it's getting more customers in your group, leading great groups, helping them get great results, and then having those customers who know how great our products are turn around and pay it forward with you. So at the heart, I know that sometimes we can see all these ranks and we can see all the recognitions and we can see people earning great money, but at the heart of what we do, it's bringing more customers in, giving them an incredible experience, then offering the opportunity to them. So that's when we say we're keeping it simple, that's what it's going to look like. Yes, and Jessica.
Okay, so I put these just like,
yeah,
but just like a brief little, because there's more details that go into these things, but honestly, until you've got a solid diamond, it doesn't matter. Again, keeping things simple. Like until you're a solid diamond, you don't need to look beyond these things. Like this is as simple as it needs to be. And again, these are Beachbody recognition things, but they tie so nicely with income. So if you're looking at team builder or team leader, you're somebody who wants to earn $500 plus a month in your business. And when you're looking at these categories, that will kind of naturally be a byproduct. So again, it's so much easier to focus on what is my action that is going to make my goals become a byproduct. And focusing on team builder and team leader really help you to focus on raising your income, not just raising your rank. Because you can be a diamond and not making much money because you're not actually having teammates underneath you that are producing. On the very flip side, it only takes 1 to 2 coaches to dramatically affect the income level of your business. So don't feel like, oh man, I'm not going to get there because I don't have people working. 1 coach can change the game for your business. And that really is so possible in the next 7 months. You could have 10 rock stars in the next 7 months. Like the opportunity is endless, but if you really will focus and not get so caught up in the big picture, but kind of focus down on the minutia, you are going to see a dramatic shift in your business between now and the end of December. But if you get caught up in the big picture, it's easy to do absolutely nothing. So 2 things. You should have seen this in a coach email somewhere. We have our VIP leader retreat. So this is the fall of this year. If you don't have it or this does not look familiar to you, ask your Diamond Upline to send it to you and print it out. I know Leanne, who she's watching the recording, she will send me like the updates of her checking her boxes after each thing that she's hit. But for new diamonds, which a lot of people in here are going to be first-time diamonds this year, July 8th, is when everyone needs to be a paid diamond in order to achieve qualification for the leader retreat, as well as that will also lock in your diamond for your team builder status. Because here's the deal, that's about a month from now. The faster you hit diamond, the easier it is. The slower you hit diamond, the harder it is. That is just a fact. We have been in this business for years. The faster that you hit it, the easier, because you're gonna have people that kind of come in and out of being repeating this sheet. So we are hosting in October. I saw your question, Adrian. We are hosting in October a VIP leadership retreat here. And what this means is this is a leader retreat for our veteran and new diamonds. If you are a veteran diamond, your qualification started in May. If you are going to be a first-time diamond or you've never qualified to you've never qualified to attend one of our retreats, your diamond rank will start on July 7th. I know you can't see this. We'll add this to the message pod so that you can print it off if you don't already have it. But what this means is if you qualify for Success Club 3 out of 6 months from April through September, you can achieve, as long as you are a paid diamond, July 8th all the way through through August 12th. So again, don't worry about the details. Our goal in this here is to hit Success Club every month. qualify as a paid diamond no later than July 8th. So that's going to help you lock in your team builder. It's going to put you on the road to team leader if that is your goal, and it's going to lock in your qualification for leader retreat. So we're trying to make everything kind of go cohesively together so that what you're pushing for doesn't get confusing and doesn't get hard. Again, these are byproducts of your action. So we're going to show you a little action sheet. We used it a bit last year. You may have seen it before. You may not have seen it. You are also more than welcome to use the Success Club activity tracker, which you can either print or you can find it digitally in your online office. But we're gonna screen share and show you one that we put together as well that we've used before, just in case just depending on your personality and who you are, you may jive well with something different.
Okay, so like Jessica said, this is going to be an action-based group. You know what the end goal is of what that looks like, but it's the day-to-day actions that really matter. So this is just a tracker sheet that we have created. We used it last year when we did like a similar push to this, and it's really helpful. But again, you can use your business activity tracker that Jessica just showed or the digital one in your Coach Online office. Sometimes trackers you just connect with more. For me personally and for Jessica, we tend to like this one. It works better in my brain. I don't know why. It's basically the same thing. It looks a little bit different. But this is exactly like, what does it look like on the day-to-day of me showing up and making action towards those goals that I want? So you're going to see having a morning routine. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just a way to get your mind right, get your energy right for the day. Writing down your goals of what you want to achieve. I really do believe what we speak and what we say and what we feel and what we think, the more we do it, the more our energy aligns with it. So maybe that's writing down your goals or journaling, reading aloud your affirmations. Maybe it is, I have a strong Beachbody business. I am a diamond team builder, or I am a star diamond team leader, whatever the case is, but start saying it out loud, start writing it, whatever you have to do to get in the energy of already being at your goal. Personal development. If you don't have a book that you are reading or listening to every day, let us know and we will help you figure out a personal development book. If you missed a call with Angela last week or last Sunday, she did a great job of talking about it is such a mental game. This business is so mental. So if you're not constantly working on your brain and your personal development, you got to make it happen. And then of course, drinking your Shakeology, working out. We have to be proof that what we do works. And so that means that our number one priority is making sure that we are committed to our own health and fitness journey and making sure our nutrition is on point as well. And then, of course, you got to show up, right? People have to know what it is what we're doing. So that means showing up on stories, sharing 5 to 10 a day. If you can talk, the more you can talk on camera. I know it's hard in the beginning. I know it's awkward. I know that you're going to mess up. But the good thing about that is the more you do it, the easier it gets. The first stories that we tried to do were awful and I had to keep repeating them. And it's just like, I just stopped watching myself because it was like, I just got to get it up. And now I speak to my phone like it's no big deal. I used to be so embarrassed if I was like out and about speaking to my phone, like, oh my God, or in front of my husband. My goodness, now it's like I'm so used to it. I could pull up a story and do it anywhere. But that just comes by taking more action. And then you have to let people know that you have a solution that you can offer them. I think sometimes we take for granted, we see people, they see us working out, or they see our food, or they see us, and we assume that people know what we're doing, but they don't really. So I always say, pretend that you are talking to your grandma who has no idea what you're doing, and let them know that what you have, they can join you. You have a solution, how it will fit a need that they have. And then we want to be making those connections, like Angela said, connect with people that are watching your stories or people that have, things in common with you, connect with them. That's an easier way if you've been showing up online that a natural invite happens, whether it be for coaching or whether it be for customers. Again, our favorite way to do it is get people as a customer first, get them to love the products, and then offer the coach opportunity. You can do it however way feels good to you. And then of course, engaging in your challenge group, because again, we want the customers that have already signed up with us, we want to make sure that they're going to get incredible results and that they love what they're doing. And then following up with people. Angela talked about the benefits of following up. We all know that. And then connecting. We've always got to be expanding who we're talking to, getting more eyes on us. And that just comes through being social on social media. finding little mom groups, or I'm saying mom because I'm a mom, but finding some groups, hobby groups on Facebook, checking in, looking at hashtags that relate to you and your ideal customer, and really starting to engage with people. Now, I will tell you, we have a weekly power hours that are available Monday through Sunday. The link is in our team VIP. It's put up as an announcement that you can pop in and they can help you work through all of this stuff every single day. We have in the morning, we have them at lunchtime, we have them in the evening, we have them on the weekends. So definitely plug into those power hours if you're not already. But this is just a great tracker to kind of let you know where you are. Now, we say we want you to do this 5 to 6 days per week. We always recommend that you take at least one full day off. We know what it's like to build this business, to have success in it, but we also know what it's like to feel burnt out, and we don't want that for any of you. So yes, we're going to help you reach your goals. Yes, we're going to help you grow your income and build a strong foundation to your business, but we're going to do it in a way that is sustainable and that feels good. And we know from experience that means you have to have a full day where you put your phone away, you're not on social media, and you're just unplugging, okay? So again, you can use this tracker if you want. We will make sure to post it in the pod as well. Or you can also, like we talked about, Beachbody has a great business activity tracker that is either paper that you print or digital online. And right now, the digital one online, if you actually fill it out, you have an option to like win prizes and cash. It's great through Beachbody. But we just wanted to kind of let you know what it looks like. The day-to-day actions of this business are quite simple. The hardest part is just making ourselves do it daily. But we know that when we show up daily, when we take these actions, it will pay off. It compounds, and that's how you get more people in your group, and that's how you really grow your business.
Okay, so everyone that's in here currently, I love that your kids are pooping and that they're naked, because same, I'm like praying my kid doesn't wake up right now. I'm like, could you just hold on a hot minute? Love everybody keeping it real, because again, like I said at the beginning of this call, same. Like the reason we are obsessed with simplifying is because there's so many fancy things and there's so many great trainings. But if you don't have time to do them, you're not going to, and then you just do nothing. So the goal of this group above anything is taking action and doing it in your own way. If you love to send out invites and that feels so great to you, do it every day. If you prefer to focus on putting out really great content and attracting people to you, do that every day. But you need to be doing something. And if it's not providing the action and the outcome that you're looking for, which is Success Club 10 or higher if you want to build, then you need to shift and you need to figure it out. But also give yourself time to catch up. We have 7 months left in this year. And I saw a quote this morning that was something like, if you really want to change, you have to give yourself a solid 6 months of consistency in order to see it catch up. Like you cannot expect for your business to blow up in 5 minutes. You just cannot. You have to be consistent and you have to do the work even when the paycheck isn't there. And then all of a sudden it shows up overnight. Like it's that whole water well pumping. You pump and you pump and you pump and you want to give up because there's nothing coming out, but you give up right before it starts. Don't give up before the miracle, but also don't just run around and like, oh, I show up on the calls and oh, I like sometimes show up and sometimes I don't on social media and expect to be successful in your business, because you're not going to be. And I don't mean that to be ugly. I just mean that you have got to make a decision. You have got to draw a line in the sand. You have got to say, yes, I'm going to achieve this no matter what. By July 7th, my butt will be turning diamond. On July 8th, there is no if, ands, or buts around it. Whether your diamond is built with your spouse and your mom, or your spouse and your sister, or like me, it was my husband and my cousin. It doesn't matter how you start it, but that's how you get going. It builds credibility in your business, and it builds confidence in yourself. Because just like with your health and fitness journey, once you prove to yourself that you can do it, you become unstoppable. The first time that you get out of bed before your normal hour is hard. The first time that you go through a weekend and don't eat like a buck wild banshee is hard. But then all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't die. And oh my gosh, I feel better. And oh my gosh, I'm losing weight. Same thing happens in your business. The first time you stick to this is hard, because it feels uncomfortable. It feels like, oh my gosh, I posted and people didn't like it. I put a poll up and nobody clicked it. That feels hard until it doesn't. Just keep going and unattach from the outcome. Just unattach. And don't get caught up in trainings. Use this tracker, plug into this pod. What is the pod for? Share your wins, share your questions, share your tracker. Come in there and be a community and engage. We are not going to hold your hand. We are not going to drag you. I'm not going to message you and say, where are you? I haven't seen you in the pod. Because if you don't care enough about your business to show up, I can't help you. You have to want it bad enough for yourself. We are gonna lay it out there. We are gonna train you. We will do absolutely anything that you need. But if you want help, or you like, hey, would you mind popping on a quick call so I can ask you these questions over here? You've got to reach out and say, hey, I want to grow my business. Tell me what I need to do. That's what we're here for. But you have to be hungry enough to go get it. So in the pod, put if your goal is team builder or team leader. So if you're coming in as an already paid diamond, your goal is team leader. If you're coming in as a coach or an emerald, team builder is your first stop. And if you've not yet achieved team builder, everyone has to start there. So put that in the chat so we know where everybody is. And then questions that you have, let us know what they are. Perfect. Perfect. Builder. Good. So we're in good company. We're going to be able to push and work. Everyone's at the same pace, the same running pace, and that's going to make things easier and more motivating. Okay, questions that we have.
Can I ask a quick question? Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. So when we're writing our posts, are we writing them to our ideal client? Like, this is the person I know the best. This is the person that I am talking to that is going to look at me and be like, yep, that's what I want. Is that who we're writing to?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because that's the person that you know, because it's usually you, a version of you. Like, you know, right, those deep things, those pain points, you know what they need to hear. So yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Adrian says 5 a month with a goal of at least one working coach. That's perfect. So yes, if you're hitting, so here's why we say Success Club 10. If you're hitting Success Club 3 or Success Club 6, that's 3 potential people. If you're hitting Success Club 10, that's 5 potentials. The likelihood of you getting one of those 5 to be pumped enough to do coaching is so much higher. And that's just in 1 month. But over the course of 3, 4, 5 months, that's about 12 extra people that have a potential of saying yes to coaching. So Success Club 5 versus 10, 3 versus 5 people doesn't seem like a lot in one single month, but between now and the end of the year, that's such a bigger pool of people. And it's only 2 additional people per month. So it's not a lot of work on the front end, but the catch-up game will help you so much. And you've got to imagine, okay, if I help 5 people in June, July, and August, that's 15 people. And maybe their first month, they're not ready to coach, but maybe by their 3rd month, they are. And you've got 15 people that have been working with you. At least 1, 2, 3 of those people are going to want to at least learn about what you're doing as a coach. Sometimes people want to do it after 2 weeks of coaching. Laura Simon, who's on this call, she was a client for like 5 seconds and then was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then sometimes it takes people 6 months, a year. Rachel was a client forever, and like a crappy client as that. She knows that. She was like a silent little lamb. And then, but when she was ready, she was ready. So don't get too caught up in, oh man, they joined me last month and they said no to coaching. That's okay. Leanne, same thing. She's in this pod. She said no to coaching like 3 times, and she was a client for probably over a year before she started coaching. So don't get caught up in the timeline. Just focus on the action. 5 new people every single month, because that's 5 new people my teammate. And at the very least, they're an incredible, happy client.
Okay, now I saw this face and I get that. What is that, cringe face? If you haven't hit Success Club and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna help 5 people? I want you to know that feeling is normal, but when we tell you to hit 3, you're lucky if you hit 1. Right? Like, no one rises to low expectations. I always say raise the bar and it'll challenge you. But also, really, let's take a good hard look at what have I been doing, right? Looking at that tracker, that's why I think having that tracker is so helpful, because, you know, frustration, the definition of frustration is unmet expectations. If you think you should be further along, but a tracker really holds us accountable. If I'm not where I want to be in my business, I can look and be like, well, I really wasn't showing up. Right? Like, and then it's on me. But then it's like, okay, well, I can't be frustrated because that's on me. But from this point forward, I can make a change and I can make a pivot. Now, let me just tell you something. We talked about it a little bit. Well, we continue to talk about it. There's about to be a tidal wave in Beachbody coming in the fall. We've got the MYX bike, so we're about to incorporate the bike in here. We've got Beachbody Interactive, which is going to be real live fitness classes. This is all coming in the fall. This is like a tsunami wave that's coming. And here's what your job is. If you're a surfer, you better start paddling because that wave's coming and you want to ride it. If you're just like, oh, I'm going to sit on the beach and wait for the wave, and once the wave comes, I think I'll jump in, you missed it. The wave's just going to crash over you and you've missed it. So why we're starting this now is because I'm telling you, it's going to be big. I know it's going to be big. When we made the transition to Beachbody on Demand from DVDs, that was big. The 21-Day Fix Extreme, we kind of rode the back end. We joined right as 21-Day Fix Extreme was starting. That was a wave that we rode, and it catapulted our business. So I'm telling you from experience, start paddling now. If you wait until September, October, that wave is just going to crash you and you missed it. So that's why we have this pod. We want you to plug in. We are here for you every step of the way. Utilize us. If you have questions, post them in there. I guarantee somebody will be online to answer. We'll do our best to pop in throughout the day and make sure that you're already getting answered. If you have questions, if you have wins, let us know. But I'm excited. I want you to be excited because we are literally about to be in an explosion of incredible Beachbody craziness, and you get to be a part of it. So that's why we're starting now. All right. Did I miss any other questions? Yes. And consistency builds confidence, 100%. And trust, right? So if you haven't really been consistent, no worries. Decide from this day forward, I'm going to start showing up regularly, consistently. If you're not been consistent on your own health and fitness journey, decide now, because when you show up consistently, consistency builds trust and people will sign up with you. That's just how it works. Okay.
Okay, last thing in the chat. So I've seen people, most everyone in here right now is going for Team Builder, which is perfect. So to be like crystal clear, do you feel confident in your goals over the next month? You have a tracker. You can use Success Club Tracker, or you can use the one that we showed you. Paid Diamond by July 8th, which we will work individually. We will give you a diamond roadmap so you know exactly, you fill it out as you go, because having that visual, and I'm a paper person, but if you like to do it on digital, that's fine too. But having your physical, this is my diamond map, this is my retreat qualification, this is my tracker, seeing it in your face every day makes all of the difference, because it's very, very easy, speaking to myself, to get hyped up on a call and you're like, yes, I'm gonna crush it, I'm gonna crush it. And then you go and then again, life happens and you forget all about it. I swear to you, Raquel and I create more things that look exactly the same more than any other human should, because we have no working memory. And then we're like, all of a sudden, like, did we already like make this? Like, we know. So we're trying to help you prevent falling down that rabbit hole, because we've done it 1,000 times. So being that you are a team builder, who in here is trying to earn more money? You can put it in the chat. Is your goal income with this business? Does anybody have a non-income? Yes, of course, you want to change lives and you want to be accountable to your own health and fitness. Yes. But is everybody's goal in here to make money? Perfect. Okay. Income and help. Yes. Leading with a service heart grows your income faster than anything else will. Absolutely. And this business is such a service industry. You have to be willing to serve every day. Even if, you can be an introvert, you can be an extrovert, you can be an awkward mix of both, like myself, but you have to be willing to serve. And you also have to be really honest with the fact that I want to make money. I have more money than I know what to do with, and I'm okay with that. You cannot feel guilty saying, I want to make money, because that will trap you and that will catch you up all the time. It is okay to make money, and it is okay to want to earn money, because you know what you do with more money? Serve more people. And that is a good thing. You can serve no one if you can't even take care of yourself. Remember that and don't feel guilty about that. Okay, any other questions? Is this helpful? Okay, no questions? Feel good? So with your pods, I don't know what other pods you happen to be in currently, but this is the pod we want you to focus on. If you were in leader retreat pod, that pod is closing. So don't post in there. This is your home. This is where you come. Bring your energy, bring your wins, bring your conversations that you have questions with. Hey, I want to post this, but I'm nervous. Hey, which way should I put my transformation? Whatever it is, there are no dumb things. The more that you engage in this pod, the more that your energy is going to rise. So you do not need to wait on Raquel and I to post anything. You can show up and say, hey, did my tracker today? Who else? You do not need to wait on us. You are now the leader. You will see on your tracker, we may have talked about that, but if we didn't, I'm going to remind you, you will see on your tracker every Sunday, you need to turn in your Success Club points and your team's Success Club points to your Diamond Upline, because you are a leader and you have to start acting like one. Even if you're just turning in Success Club points for yourself until your newbies come on board, do that. Turn it into your Diamond Upline so that they can update the Success Club board. So if you have a new Emerald, somebody rank advances, you have a new coach that has the points on the board, update every Sunday to your Diamond. Even if you go to your Diamond Upline and say, here's my Success Club points for the week, they're 0, just want you to know I'm checking in, doesn't matter. Just get in the habit of that leadership role, because then it will come. First you act like a leader, then you become a leader. Okay, any other questions before we pop off? Good, okay. We will have calls like this monthly. We won't do them weekly because we want you to plug in to the power hours. We want you to plug into Team VIP. Again, we're keeping it simple, but monthly we will reevaluate. So this time next month when we're having this call, every little face that I see is going to be a paid diamond, and I'm very, very excited about that. Say it, believe it, write it, print it. Isn't that wild that the next time we get on this call, you'll all be diamond? That's pretty fabulous. Okay, awesome. Have a most amazing day. See you on the social.
Bye, guys.